Welcome back to my channel and another episode of 3D Printing 101. In today's episode, we'll be covering two different types of printers, FDM and resin. I've did my best to do some research and put together a presentation to break it down to you as simple as possible. So without further delay, let's get to the presentation and keep you educated. In this episode of 3D Printing 101, we're going to take a deep technical look at the two dominant consumer 3D printing technologies, fused deposition modeling, commonly called FDM, and resin printing, which is typically based on stereolithography technologies. If you're new to 3D printing, it might seem like all printers work roughly the same way. But in reality, these two systems operate on completely different physical principles. One melts plastic and deposits it like a miniature robotic hot glue gun, while the other uses light to chemically solidify liquid material. Understanding the difference between these technologies is important because it directly affects print resolution, mechanical strength, cost, and the type of projects each printer is best suited for. FDM printing has its origins in the late 1980s, when Scott Crump patented the first fused deposition modeling system through the company Stratasys. Early systems were extremely expensive industrial machines used for rapid prototyping in aerospace and automotive engineering. Resin printing actually goes back even further. The first stereolithography system was invented in 1984 by Chuck Hull, who also founded 3D Systems. These early machines used lasers to cure liquid photopolymer resin layer by layer. For decades, these technologies were restricted to industry due to high costs. It wasn't until the early 2000s, with the RepRap movement and open source hardware, that affordable consumer printers began to appear. FDM printing works by melting thermoplastic filament and pushing it through a heated nozzle. The material is deposited along a tool path that corresponds to the cross-section of the object being printed. Once the material exits the nozzle, it rapidly cools and solidifies, bonding with the previous layer. This process repeats hundreds or thousands of times until the object is complete. Because the printer physically moves the nozzle around the build volume, the quality of the motion system, belts, stepper motors, and the frame rigidity plays a major role in determining final print quality. Resin printers operate using photopolymerization. Instead of melting plastic, they use ultraviolet light to trigger a chemical reaction inside a liquid resin. When exposed to the correct wavelength of light, the liquid resin hardens into solid plastic. Modern consumer resin printers typically use an LCD screen that masks UV light from a powerful LED array. Each layer of the object is displayed on the screen, and the UV light cures the resin only in those specific areas. This means an entire layer can be cured at once, rather than drawn with a moving nozzle. One of the biggest differences between these technologies is resolution. In FDM printing, the smallest detail is limited by the diameter of the nozzle and the layer height. A typical nozzle diameter is 0.4 millimeters, which means extremely small details can be difficult to reproduce. In resin printing, resolution is defined by the pixel size of the LCD screen, or laser spot size. Modern resin printers can achieve pixel sizes around 35 to 50 microns, which allows extremely fine details. When it comes to mechanical properties, FDM prints often outperform resin prints. Thermoplastics like PETG, ABS, and nylon can produce parts that are quite durable and impact resistant. However, FDM parts do have a weakness called anisotropy, meaning the bond between layers is typically weaker than the material within a layer. Resin prints often have excellent surface quality, but can be more brittle depending on the type of resin used. Resin printers generally produce smoother surfaces because each layer is cured uniformly across the entire object. FDM prints tend to show visible layer lines due to the nozzle depositing individual strands of plastic. While these layer lines can sometimes be minimized through smaller layer heights, they are still a characteristic feature of FDM printing. Another important difference is post-processing. FDM prints usually require minimal post-processing beyond removing supports. Resin prints require several additional steps, including washing the model in isopropyl alcohol and curing it under ultraviolet light to complete the polymerization process. From a cost perspective, FDM printing is generally cheaper to operate. Filament materials are relatively inexpensive and safe to handle. Resin printing requires specialized materials that are typically more expensive and must be handled carefully due to chemical sensitivity. Because of these differences, the technologies tend to be used for different applications. FDM printers are commonly used for functional parts, prototypes, and mechanical components. Resin printers excel in applications that require high detail, such as tabletop miniatures, jewelry casting models, and dental appliances. The key takeaway is that FDM and resin printing represent two very different approaches to additive manufacturing. Choosing the right technology depends entirely on the type of parts you want to produce. Functional engineering parts often favor FDM, while high-detail models typically favor resin printing. So I hope that presentation was informative and quite educational to you, where you learned the difference between the FDM printing and resin printing. So as I continue to make these videos and bring you more informative information, do like and subscribe and leave your comments down below. And if anything you would like to see, do mention it. I may be able to do my research and bring that to you. So I'll see you next time in another episode of 3D Printing 101.